Here it is, our journal page finished. What is mixed media? And I'm sorry I wasn't present as much as I wished. The past week was just very difficult for us all. This is my section of words. I mean, seriously, this is huge. I hope to be back soon, and
from the other side of Thompson Street, I felt love for a little while, 'cause you looked beautiful in the sunset glow, in that sunset glow.
Hello, my beautiful friends, my most special, amazing YouTube family. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're good. I hope you are well, and I do pray you are healthy and safe these days, especially. Today's video, I was wondering, should I actually record it? Should I record anything else, or should I just be quiet? I decided to go ahead and just shoot this video. The video that I've been trying to record for the past 2 years and just didn't happen. And actually this video have been done 5 years ago by me, and it's a very different one to the one I'm making now. Even I just look so much different, I think. I've been speaking differently. It's actually very difficult for me to listen to that video from 5 years ago. Things have changed and improved so much. I'm gonna link you that video, but today's video it's all about mixed media. This video is not only for beginners actually, not only for those who just wish to start the journey, but also those who are quite experienced. Maybe you will hear something you didn't know before. Maybe you will hear about the products you never tried. I would love to talk about products, the essentials that you need when you start mixed media journey. Products that I don't think are necessary, things that I would change and do differently, mistakes I've made. I would love to chat about the process, the steps, how to actually start, where to start your mixed media journey. Maybe you are already actually using mixed media techniques unknowingly. I'm pretty sure you do, because mixed media is such a broad subject. What is mixed media? Mixed media is any artwork you create as long as it consists more than one medium. The medium used could be anything: wood, metal, it can be paper, magazine, fabric, lace, anything really goes. Anything that you own, that you wish to use and create your art with. When you think about starting mixed media project, you kind of must decide which direction you wish to go, whether you wish to create in a book or maybe on a canvas. So you need your base. That can be anything: a cardboard piece, a paper piece, that can be old book, a journal book, professional one. You can make your very own book as well, handmade journal. You can use round canvas, big, small, deep canvas. You can use cardboard, wooden panel, anything really that can be suit you as a base for your project. And that's your essential thing and number one thing, a base that you need for your project. When you have your base, your next step would be how to actually prepare your project for any sort of medium work. And the best way is to actually prime your project. To prime it, you can use a gesso, and there are 3 different types of gesso. You have clear gesso, white gesso, and black gesso. Black gesso, I own it, but I really rarely use it. I don't think it's essential at all, but getting both transparent and white, it's a great investment. Hi baby! If your budget is small, you may wish to make your very own gesso, and there's plenty recipes out there to make your very own gesso.
Hi Mom.
Hi. I love you.
We have this.
It's a rubber. Now you can take it and you can go. Bye.
Is that the rubber?
Yeah, a rubber. Bye. I don't know. We do prime our project to protect our pages or surface, canvases, whatever we use, protect it underneath it so the color, the mediums wouldn't seep through. Basically it's like covering with some sort of surface that will allow us to work with mediums as well. Once you have your base, you have your primer, I think it's time to think about texture, interest to your project. It depends what you wish. You may wish to have a very much textury, 3D-shy feeling to your project, or maybe very much flat. So from that it depends what products and things you're gonna use. You can create texture by using stencils, for example, and you can either use paint over it or ink, whatever, dab the color and have some sort of design going through the stencil, or you can go with the 3D version and use maybe modeling paste, you can use texture paste, you can use heavy gesso, you can use gel medium, heavy gel medium, whatever works for you, any sort of paste that it's thick in texture that can go through the stencil and create a beautiful texture for you. The texture can also have color, or could be white, or could be transparent, but it's really up to yourself. To create your texture, you can also use stickers, masking tape, tissue, glue it down. You can also use magazines, you can use all the book pages, scrapbook papers, whatever really you wish to be on your surface. You can also do some stamping. You can use regular stamps, or you can make your very own stamps. You can carve them in the rubber, or you can actually create stamps, some sort of texture from the cardboard. Actually, you can use anything really that you have that could create a texture on your project. Stencils and stamps, also gluing down elements. Those are kind of three kind of basic steps for creating texture and interest to your project. If you're gluing just regular paper, you can definitely use any sort of regular glue. Glue stick, school glue, poster glue, whatever glue you own. But if you're going into deeper sort of creations like metals and wood elements, plastic and stuff, you can certainly use gel medium to create the texture and to adhere all these elements. It's time to add color. You can use any sort of mediums to color your project that you only wish, from oil pastels, acrylic paints to gelatos, watercolors, crayons. Anything goes really, any sort of color that you can only imagine. And if you have nothing like this, you can use food coloring as well. You can actually do that. You can paint with coffee, you can color with tea. Yes, you can make a very strong tea and try to color with that. I've done projects with tea and coffee. Check those out if you feel like it. So it depending on your budget. Sometimes we're not able to get everything at the start, so you can try to substitute as much as you can. I'm pretty sure you're able to do it, and projects with limited amount supplies don't always have to feel or be like the worst one. It's actually opposite. The less you have, the more creative you become with finding ways of being creative. And that's a great actually way of understanding mixed media as well. You have magazines, scrapbook papers, tissue paper, rice paper, book pages, you have music note pages, you have braille pages, you have school books pages, you have all sorts of papers out there. It can be tickets, it can be stamps, collectible stamps, it can be stickers, transparent stickers, matte sticker, it can be handmade stickers. Anything really goes. Whatever you can adhere to your page, to your project, to your canvas, whatever you wish to be on the background, it's up to yourself. We have our project, we have the base, we have the color, we have interest to the page. How about focal point? Yet again, sky's the limit. Your focal point could be something that you draw it yourself, paint it yourself as a focal point. And if you don't feel like you have skills for that, that's perfectly fine. You can use digipapers that you will print yourself and just fussy cut it. You can fussy cut elements from books, scrapbook papers. You can use sticker. You can create a 3D embellishment by making your sticker 3D, for example. Your focal point can be butterfly, a flower, it could be a mushroom. Your focal point can be anything you wish, a word as well. Words, it's another category. There's plenty words out there. Stickers, they can be die cuts, then you can make your own words on the typing machine or typewriter. You can create your own stickers, you can just write it down, you can stamp your words, anything really you wish. This is my section of words. I mean, seriously, this is huge. So that's why I'm saying the words section, it's actually super important. I think not only that it's inspirational, but there's so many beautiful things that we can put on our project. You can use some 3D chipboardy words. You can use stickers. I have plenty sticker books. You can have some die cut as well. You can have some ribbon transfers. Honestly, sky is the limit. There's so many beautiful things that you can use. I have tons. I love my box with the words. I think it's great and definitely something that you will be collecting over the years, and it will be probably one of your biggest collections. It's never enough of words, it's never too much, it's always not enough, I would say. Same for butterflies. I'm gonna show you, these are some of the butterflies that I have collected over the years or received from my friends. You can print focal points, you can use photographs, you can use magazine people, persons, heads, animals, elements, collages, imagery from books. Anything really you wish to use, you can use as your focal point. Then at the end, you may wish to finish up your project with either maybe some splashes to tie everything together, or maybe a little bit of dry gessoing on top, depending on type of the project. This would be the actual minimum of what I think about mixed media. There's far more that you can discover. There's plenty things that we can still add. It is up to yourself what is important in your page. Your focal point doesn't have to be there either. Every page or every journal or every canvas doesn't always have to have a focal point. It is some sort of way of doing stuff, but it's not a must. The word actually can be like a simple word or sentence can be your focal point as well. Or actually, your project doesn't have to have any focal point or any words at all. Actually, your project don't have to be primed if you like working with mediums without your surface being primed. Also, you don't have to create any sort of texture, because really it's up to yourself whether you do like to have so much interest on your project or not. Maybe you like the minimalistic look. I wish you to know that mixed media have no rules. We do set it up. We sort of have ways of doing things. We enjoy certain products. We enjoy certain ways of doing. But it doesn't mean that what I do is what's there like for everyone to be done. It's not what I do, it means that everyone should do the same way. It's not what she does or he does should be used by everyone else and those are the standards. There's no such a thing as rules or standards. There's actually no rules, I think, whatsoever. What I have mentioned, it's more like a process, the way as I understand mixed media, and what makes my work, my project good. What I enjoy and what I love the most. This is the process, the way as I have pointed out, this is how my sort of brain operates, this is how I see the project and the process. This is how I do it and it works for me, I love it. But I'm pretty sure that if you were swap and if you will create color first and then texture, it's fine. You can start from focal point and then go from there and color your project. There's no such a thing as rules, as standards, as ways of doing what's like there for everyone. No, everyone is different, every artist is different, and please believe me, you can do your own way, however it feels good, however it feels right to you. Most important advice as well I wish to give you is try, experiment. I get questions, can I use this, can I do that? Best answer I always give is try it for yourself. If I'm not too sure about something, I'm just testing it out on the site, on the separate piece of paper, on the separate surface, just to find out the answer. I think sometimes you don't have to have the whole color set, like 120 colors of something. You can create your own colors a lot of time by mixing pigments, by creating your own color texture, by creating your own sprays as well. You can do that. As a beginner, there are three ways. Either you're gonna purchase some things to start with, to begin with, and have the base. You can also create a lot of those products yourself and have handmade elements to create your art, or you can mix and match. You purchase some, you create others by yourself. It's up to yourself. My suggestion is listen to your heart, listen to your inner artist voice and just do whatever works best for you. Here are my absolutely most favorite products that I cannot be without. Two of my absolute favorite crayons that I have, and they're very small because they really are being used. This brand is Inktense, Derwent, Inktense, and color it's Bark and Chinese ink. Bark is 2000 number and Chinese ink is 2030. Those are fantastic for any sort of outlining, for shading, for shadowing, for creating depth. Those are my absolute favorite colors, products being used. Do you have to have them? Maybe you don't, but it's certainly something that I cannot be without, and nearly every project has one of this color in them. They really are feeling like they match to everything, and yeah, I wish you to just get it. If you have extra budget, get those, you will love them. It's the calligraphy ink from Winsor & Newton. I am a little bit of a lazy bum because I'm using the ready-made white chalky ink. Although you can make splashes, white splashes, any sort of white with anything you have. It could be acrylic, it could be gesso, it could be white gouache, watercolor. Anything really could be used to create white splashes in your project as a final touch if you like them, because I do love white splashes to finishing my projects, and I do love using the ready made ink. It's chalky, it's very much thick in the consistency, it's also very much full in color, of great opacity, something like that, so I absolutely love it. The other favorites are white ink sprays. I have 3 different types. I love them all. Distress Spray Stain, a Lindsay Stamp Gang, and also ink spray from Delusion. All 3 are absolutely fantastic. Great in coverage with color, great chalky finish, beautiful. Distress spray works a little bit different. It has this sort of movement in them, so if I was about to get one of them, that would be probably the Distress Spray Stain from Ranger, because it has those qualities in the product that you can, it's just react differently with different other products if you mix it up with something else. So I think it would be fantastic if you were about to choose one, that would be the one. Another product that I absolutely adore, and I mean seriously, I've done the test, and the best of the best of white ink, it's this one, Hero Arts Unicorn White. Great for stamping, absolutely loving the stamping with it. And also the black one from Ranger. I don't think this have changed. I loved this one back then when I was doing my video. Same for the white Lindy's back then. I loved it, still do. So some things don't change, I would say. Another thing that is great, it's the masking tape. It's really inexpensive. You can get it in any hardware store, and this is a great perfect way to create your texture. I also use it in the middle of the page just to make sure that my works won't be contaminating each other, so the mediums from one project won't go through the other, so on the spine. So I use that, and it's a great thing to have. Is it a must? I would say yes. For the way I do my journal pages, yes, fantastic for sure. If I would give you an advice, things that I would do differently these days, I would definitely not getting everything that it's out there. I would think twice before purchasing anything, and I wouldn't fall for sale always. I would really rather have 3 colors, the ones that I really love and enjoy, rather than have the whole set and not really using it. Okay, maybe it looks great on your shelf, not necessarily do I need it and spend money on that. I've done my projects on really limited amount of supplies, which means nearly 0 supplies. I've used makeup, I've used tea or coffee, and those pages, those projects were equally beautiful. And I don't think it's that important how much money you're gonna spend on your projects to have them beautiful. No, you can be creative with anything you wish. One more favorite products are gonna be the pens, and actually black and white. I couldn't find my black, the Foodable from Ochta. I couldn't actually find the black one. I don't know where it is. I have the black one, I have the red one as well, but definitely get the black one, and white Arteza markers as well. Some of them are acrylic, some of them are gel pens. great, absolutely fantastic to create some texture, to create some interest, to finish up your pages. The biggest problem is that people are afraid to start. They don't know where to start. You are afraid. You don't know where to start. Let me help you out. There's plenty ways to begin. Just start. Second-hand store and get the old book. Just get the old book. Most important is just begin. And if you're not too sure how to break the blank page, I invite you to my very old series of how to break a blank page. It is fantastic. It helped hundreds of thousands of people, and I'm not afraid to say hundreds of thousands of people have watched these videos of how to break a blank page, how to start, how to create a focal point, what to choose as my focal point. So please don't be afraid to watch the video, follow the tutorial, and just go for it and enjoy. And I'm pretty sure that you will love it. I would love to hear your thoughts, and definitely I would love to hear your actual most favorite tools for your mixed media projects that you cannot be without. Let's say 5 things. If there's anything I haven't mentioned, but maybe you wish me to check it out, try it out, a product that it's like amazing and I don't know about it, or maybe I forget about it, please make a comment, leave me a comment in the section down below. I would love to hear from you. And with that being said, thank you so very much, my beautiful friends. I hope this video was helpful, inspirational, answered some of your questions, and if you have any, please leave them down below. I will try to reply as much as I can. Here it is, our journal page finished. Very easy, very simple, with all these steps that I have been talking to you during the video, where we have the texture, when you have the background, when we have the priming, where we have focal point and coloring and all. I think it's a great way to start your mixed media journey. Start simple, start with basic steps, follow the exact path as I'm showing you, and I'm pretty convinced you will love that, you will enjoy it, and you will certainly be back to art journaling more often. My beautiful friends, I'm gonna finish here on this note, wishing you a very good day or evening, wishing you a safe every day. Please stay healthy, mind yourself and your loved ones. I miss you already, and I'm sorry I wasn't present as much as I wished. The past week was just very difficult for us all. Still is. I hope to be back soon, and yeah. Bye. Bye bye.
Saw you walking by today with the sunset in your eyes. I couldn't find the strength to say what was running through my mind. You couldn't help but notice me, staring with that awkward smile from the other side of Thompson Street. I felt love for a little while, 'cause you looked beautiful in the sunset glow, in that sunset glow. You looked more beautiful than anyone I know, than anyone I know. You ended up falling for me, and to this day I don't know how. I think about it constantly. I promise I won't let you down. When I asked, you told me yes, to be in mine forevermore. All I can offer is my best, through the good and bad, through rich and poor. Oh, you look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I've known, than anyone I've known. You look beautiful. Oh, you look beautiful. You look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. I got a lot of lessons left to learn, but I'm not even close. Through my inhibition, I've become quite sure that I love you the most. That this could be the easiest thing if I'd let it, but I'm too afraid of losing it all. 'Cause if I leave everything